Hey everybody, it's Joe coming at you with a ArcDPS tutorial. It's going to be super fast. It's going to be my preferences. This is by request. Once you have your DLL, Alt-Shift-T will open up your general settings. Area stats will give you your DPS, your main DPS window. Once you have that open, right click it. Go down to display. I like combat time. I like profession icon. Check what you want. Stats format, hover over, you'll see different options. Put what you like. I like add 2 and add 5. Add 2 shows me who's cleaving ads. Add 5 shows me the boss DPS. Under title bar format, I like the name of the target, add 5, and I like add 3 for target per second. I use this mainly in MOCM and Frozen King. That is squad DPS that way. Under style, here's what I like. If you need to change the width, right there, window width. On window position, you can, if you leave it manual, you can drag it around wherever you like, or you can put it to a fixed location if you would rather. On your second window, after you click the area stats 1 box, you'll have it. Go down to advanced stats under squad here, break bar, display, that's all I have selected. You can title it if you want. Style, window width is right there again, change it to whatever suits you. Position, if you want to snap this to a window, then you would click window relative position. If you want to just drag it around, leave it manual. But once you have this selected, you'll notice that the DPS, or that every window gets a new name temporarily. So whatever window that you want to attach it to, you look at the name of it, type it in here at the bottom, and then whatever corner of this window, you pick it. Whatever corner of this window you want, pick it, and then you attach it to whatever corner of the target window up here. So the bottom part is the stat you're working with. The top part is the window you're attaching it to. Okay, next is boon table. Alt-Shift-B is the default. I like to do with N and the little H % of hits. That'll just show you the boons while the players are hitting the boss. It'll leave out the dead time basically. Once that's open, you can right click it. You can go down to buff list 1. Here are the numbers. It doesn't automatically have all these by default, I don't believe. There they are, the most important ones. There's a list somewhere on the Arc site that has all of them if you really want to look for certain ones. Display, here's what I like to run. Pick whatever you want there. There's mine. Style, there's mine. Position, I leave that one manual just because I never really leave it open. Alright, if you want to change your keybinds to open and close certain windows, you do that right here. So if I wanted to change my DPS window, I'd find area stats on this side. I have it on D, default here is C, but if you want to change it, you just click there, type the new key, and then hit enter. If you want this other small boon table, I leave this one up permanently just so I can quickly see if we have quick and a lack in both subs, and make sure I didn't make a mistake while setting them up. If you want an extra window, that one would be found here under extra area buffs. You would click the 1. I'll just quickly scroll through my setups if you like how it's arranged. So buff list 1, or it would be the same thing, in and percent of hits is how I like to do it. Buff list 1, there's the important ones, there's the numbers. You might have to type them in, move them around to however you like. Display, there's my settings, style, and position. Or position, you can leave that one manual too and just drag it around, unless you want to attach it to a window or whatever. Okay, once you have everything set up, oh, also in logging, save after boss encounter, put your path at the bottom. Appearance, one thing I didn't like was that my name in the ArcDPS window was green and everybody else was white. If you don't like that either, you go to area stats, you go to name self, and then you set it to whatever you want. You can change the colors however you want. There's a ton of options in here. I'm definitely not going to get into them all. If you want a new font, a different font, for me the default one was kind of hard to tell the difference between the 8s and the 0s. So if you want to do that, find you a font you like. It has to be a true type font, I do believe. But once you found one, copy it, rename it to arcdps_font.ttf like it says here, and put it in the appropriate folder. Here's font size also, if you need to fool with that. I do believe it takes a relog, so it might take you a few times to get that set, but once you do, you're good. Once all that is done, an important note is these bottom two that I have unchecked at the moment. Moving windows requires modifiers, and clicking requires modifiers. What this will do is allow you to not accidentally try to use a skill and get blocked by your UI. If you don't have these selected, then say if you went to portal and you have this little if you didn't have clicking requires modifiers and you clicked here, then it wouldn't do anything. It would just think you're trying to click the window instead. So that's why I think those two are important, so you don't accidentally click up here in your UI somewhere, as can happen on your mini-map or your skill bar or whatever. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, and have a great day.